Hey yo, this is what I really want to make a video about. I hate small conversations. I hate small talk. I hate dry conversations. Let me just put out there in the universe. This to me is like lack of insincerity. Especially, I understand this is a social media era and all that. Let me take a little toke of the toke with the poke. You know, Forgive me. I'm just drinking and vaping right now. Because This is what I'm having a problem with modern day psychology. It's not a lot of deep thinkers, and some say that can sound insulting. It is insulting. It's also insulting to one's intelligence. They think it's cool to have the most driest, boring conversation. For example, let me start off with this: "Hi, how's the weather? Hey man, have you catch the game and all that? Oh, what's in the news? Talk about politics and Democrats and Republicans, those darn liberals, those foolish conservatives, that kind of nonsense. It's nothing fault provoke. I'll just talk to at y'all around a couple guys from Asia and all that, and one shared me the most beautiful poetry he could make. Because I'm also a poet, I'm a songwriter, I'm a recording artist, and this meme sums it up. Hey, hi, how are you? Fine. What you doing? Nothing. How was your day? Fine. And just walk away. Excuse me. How you supposed to form a psychotic bond with people? Like I try to talk to people, just say for example, like they look average, they sound average, I don't want to label people, I don't want to put people down. That's not my style, but I can't get no comfort or no joy talking to people that sound dry. You know what I'm saying? They even look dry. I'm not even talking about the physical aspect of things. I'm talking like the emotional, mental connection, essentials. It's like their inner personality is garbage. You know what I'm saying? They being is trash. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not talking about classism, the poor or the rich. You know what I'm saying? There could be some rich trash and there could be some poor class. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the elitist kind of mindset, but I'm starting to feel this way because I literally go to work and meet people that just literally live, breathe, and do average things. They're not exciting to talk to or engaging to talk to. So I kind of make this a struggle for me also being a recording artist. And it's really hard to really resonate and relate to people if you can't really relate to them. It's nothing there. It's nothing. It's just shallow, low grade quality. Personalities. And some say, why don't you just go out and meet people? It doesn't work like that for me. I'm pretty much forced and declined to do social media for a reason because real life is just it's draining. It's toxic. I want to get this off my chest. I hate small talk with a passion. It just grinds my gears to think people is okay to live like this. And if I had to say anything to young artists in mind, think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a conservative note. I'm not cursing anything. I'm just getting this off my chest because it actually irks me that to be around people, and that's why I had to cut ties with a lot of people too. It's like if we can't understand each other, we can't relate. You're wasting my time. You're a waste of space. You're a waste of oxygen. You know. And I haven't done these kind of videos in a long time, so I'm just letting my brain simulate. Simmer for a bit. I haven't got my brain going in a long time because I'm not around creative people or creative sources. I'm not around open minded people that like to engage critical thinking. And something that you don't see nowadays is critical thinking. Everything just so, simplistic for my liking, and I don't really like that. It's kind of funny. I make videos to keep it simple and all that, but I always try to bring some details to it. Bring some meat. Bring some meat on the potatoes of things. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm no philosophical person, anything, even I love deep conversations. And I don't proclaim to be no Point Dexter or the Albert Einstein thing. Because, it's just me and my faults sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not average. I'm not normal. And which is ironic, was a black man actually said this, a great teacher actually. We have a conversation about not conforming and being above normal, not normal or anything. And this kind of reminded me of a conversation I was actually ironic have with the Asian community about, not being normal. I don't think and act like the average American. I think I get a lot of flack for that too. Like, oh man, you're actually very intelligent. Oh man, you're very deep. You're very profound. I just like to question things. Maybe I just came from a different time than most people. I don't know. And then feel like as time goes on, I feel like I get kind of like irritated with people at times. Outside of you guys are cool. The audience are cool. I'm just talking real life. I'm talking like they just seem so average. It's kind of funny, even though I was thrown against a psych war against my will, so which is funny. I had the most best conversations actually, ironically, talking to people who also suffer and deal with mental illness. You know what I'm saying? And I commit mine. That was against my will, basically, but I commit I have problems, and and that's okay. I'm working on it day by day, minute by minute, second by second. They say. I appreciate vaping. You know what I'm saying? I need to get an edible tomorrow or today, whatever. I'm just listening to Law of Attraction to help me keep my sanity together. Keep me, it's easy to get pessimist at times. And I recognize this too. It's like, that's why I ain't been doing too much videos. I did feel like it's being kind of repetitive. But, in this case, it actually have a purpose. And I always try to do everything with a purpose in mind. And if not, it's just a waste. It's a waste of life. I look at the trees, I look at the sky, I look at the art, I look at many beautiful things. But it's like I say this on my social media page on Twitter, you know, and also on LinkedIn. It's like I'm not around people I could share ideas where I could bounce back from. Bounce ideas from back and forth. It's a very seldom few, but just like anything, seldomly it's not gonna cut it. I need to be around more free thinkers or critical thinkers or just people who think outside the box. But unfortunately, reality, I don't get to have that. And I just hate small talk. I just hate that I don't have any meaning or purpose or passion behind it. I was actually still shocked by this terrific man from China to share me Chinese poetry, which is pretty profound. You know, I said even I didn't understand Chinese, I told him that respectfully. But I appreciate the thought, I appreciate the passion, I appreciate the meaning. You know, and that's something that sad to say in America, you don't really come across people that's very purposeful or have a meaning behind them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, which is ironic. Especially this might sound shallow coming from me. Like talking to young artists, which I just said it not too long ago, that it just seems they think shallow. They think materialistic. Capitalism and all. They're getting money, chicks, clothes, whatever. I'm not judging, but I'm just noticing what they talk about in their songs and music. And I don't want to sound like I'm some negative Rambo or anything. I just get sick of hearing that because I'm literally in the recording studios hearing that all the time. It gets really drained here. People just don't think for themselves. They don't want to be themselves and all that. Anyways, I won't hold y'all for too long. Thank y'all for watching the video, liking this broadcast and all that. Martell's out.